Part 1. One day, me and a couple of my friends wanted to gather to grab some coffee and then go to my house. So that was the whole plan with me, Christian, Cindy, Katie, and Alana. And at that time, I had feelings for Christian. And so I never even told him anything. But that time we got coffee. But then the thing washed away in my mind. I was able to focus on having coffee and talking about the old hospital. So we started talking about it, and then Christian's like, well, I'll take all of us there. And Cindy's like, sure, that's fine. So me and Alana and Cindy got stuff in the car, and then Christian kind of waited back. I wanted to go see what was wrong, and he's like, nothing, come on, let's go. He stands up, and we start walking to the car. I noticed something was wrong with Christian when he was hyperventilating. I was like, are you okay? You only walked like 10 feet. He's like, yeah, I guess I'm fine, Christian said in distress. What do you mean you're fine? Whatever, he said, shrugging it off. So I didn't really pay much attention. We just went about our night and went to the haunted hospital. And things were a bit shady at this point. So me and Christian took the first floor. Cindy and Alana took the second. But our trick was we had to break into the hospital. How are we going to do that? Christian asked me. I don't know. As we're alone, I started thinking about feelings again. Shit. I chuckled, and Christian's like, what's so funny? I'm like, nothing. I say, and I had to somehow hide the despair of having feelings for him. I had to hide it up until there was a good time. So I pushed it on the back of my mind, and we all went inside. Cindy could tell something was a little fishy with me because she knew what that meant. So Cindy pulled me to the side. She's like, come on, just ask him out. I said, shut up. And she's like, you're gonna get worse if you don't keep asking. If you don't start asking. I shrugged it off. And so they went on to the second floor, and me and Christian on the first. We discovered an old basement, and we went down there, and I wish we never did, because as soon as we got down there was a mummified of dead bodies. And holy shit, did I scream louder than I've ever screamed before. Christian and I bolted up the stairs from the basement, and it was fucking disgusting when we seen it all. I was like, oh my god. So me and Christian, we took off to the second floor. We found Cindy and Alana, and Cindy's like, what happened? I'm like, don't go in the basement. And he's like, and then Cindy's like, why? Christian's like, we just found a fucking dead body. And Cindy's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I'm not kidding you. So they took our word and didn't go down the basement stairs. So It was disturbing.
Voice assistant.
Hold on.
0 hour 5 minutes 50
Okay. So, me, Christian, Alana, and Cindy were like, you know what? We need to get the hell out of here because we found old machinery and IV needles, blood on the floor. I was like, yeah, let's go. So, we ended up just going to my house, and Christian asked to stay the night. I was like, sure, that's fine. Cindy was like, psst, come here. I was like, what? She's like, come here. I'm like, shut up. You're trying to do it again, are you? And she's like, when are you going to ask him? I said, I don't know. Can you ask him for me? She's like, I can't ask him for you. It's your fucking friend. Christian kind of overheard this conversation. He's like, what's going on? I was like, oh shit. I said, oh, it's about my cat Dash. Cindy's like, uh-huh. Tell him the truth. Now, Alana was nagging on me too. I was like, fuck. My friend Katie called to see what was going on and asked if she can come drop by. I said, sure. Alana and her friend Kirsty came over. So it's like, how many of us? Me, Cindy, Katie, Alana, Kirsty. 5 girls and 1 boy, so 6 of us here. And Cindy announced to all the girls and me, she's like, oh yeah, Dove likes Christian, but she doesn't know how to tell him that. Katie's like, oh, come on, I'll do it with you. I'm like, stop it. So we ended up just shutting our mouths once again. And we ended up renting a movie and we had pizza that night. But then all of a sudden Katie's like, did you guys go to that hospital? I was like, the haunted one?
0 hour 7 minutes.
She's and I'm like, yeah. Katie's like, my sister had died there. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? She's like, and she's like, I never told you Kelly died? I'm like, no. Where was she? As soon as she said basement, I jumped up in horror and said, oh my god. Christian's like, that was her that we seen. Hung herself. Oh my god, Katie. Me and Christian felt horrible at this point now. I was like, oh my god. It was so sad to hear that our best friend had passed away to suicide. Katie was suddenly all emotional again. I felt bad. I comforted her. Christian bought her hot coffee. I was like, oh, this is, sad. When was the funeral supposed to be? 10 years ago. My heart dropped. What? She was there for 10 years? Katie was like, yeah. Oh my god. I didn't say a word after that. I just sat there holding down my acid reflux. I was trying not to gag. I was like, oh my god. Christian just sat there in silence. Shit. What? Nothing, Christian said. I gotta go back home. What do you mean? Forget my fucking lung treatment. What do you mean? I asked. Nothing. I'll tell you later, Christian said, gasping for air now. How are you getting a ride home? I'm walking home. Okay. Christian ended up leaving, which was shocking to me. Cindy was like, I think you blew him off. No, I didn't. I said, he just said something about lung treatment. I don't know. What? Cindy said, I'm gonna drive over there with him to see what's going on. good luck with that, I say. So, Cindy left, and it was just us, like, for now, because them two had left.
0 hour 10 minutes 29 seconds.
So, Cindy had left. It was just me and all the girls now. Katie was like, so do you have hard feelings for Christian? And I was like, yeah, some. She's like, huh, maybe I can help you a little something. We're gonna do part 2 in a few minutes.